Hi guys, welcome to my channel. And I'm guessing the reason you've clicked on this video today is because you've got an upcoming trip to Bali and you want tips and tricks on what to pack in your medicine bag. So today I'm here to show you guys. I've done a lot of the background research and I'm going to share what we packed on our family trip to Bali in 2024. I also want to share with you guys today the steps we took to make our guts a bit more healthier before we traveled to Bali. So there's a few items here that I'm going to share along at the end of the video. So stick around to find out what supplements we took to make ourselves a bit more healthier and prepared for Bali belly. So many people may be a bit anxious about going to Bali, especially for the first time, and especially if you're taking children. You don't want to get the dreaded Bali belly. There is no actual cure, no certain remedies of what you should be doing before you go, but I'm hoping that the steps I give you today might be able to help just a little bit. So first off, you want to get a really good medical bag that's flexible, large, and has a good zipper, just like this one. This one here is perfect. Opens up, two strong handles, and also has internal zips inside. So this was brought from my favorite shop, Kmart. And I think it's the clear and black organizer, only $15. Amazing! It's got like a fake leather coating on the outside. The handles are really strong and you can just fit so much into this. So I really recommend, if you haven't got a medical bag yet, or if you want a good clear travel case, check out Kmart because this one was really good and very affordable. Now, I know this looks very overwhelming. A lot of people are going to think, wow, that is a lot. Do you really need all that? So our trip to Bali is for 10 days and you can never be too careful, especially traveling with kids. I'd rather be more prepared than underprepared and then freak out when we get there in case something happens. Let's have a look what we've got. As I mentioned, the bag is great. It has two big large compartments each side, a top zipper, which you can just throw some loose items in, and also a large zipper, which allows you to access the pouch. So in the top here, we've just thrown in our loose capsule packets, a Sudafed, some chewable Mylantas in case there's any gas or upset tummies, and a Canesten antifungal cream, because you never know when you're going to need that. Ladies, that could also be helpful for you. And just a little portable saline washout in case anyone gets anything in their eyes, cuts, scratches. Okay, so we are all aware of the Bali belly, and unfortunately sometimes it's something that you can't avoid, and it comes with stomach cramping, upset tummies, and especially for little kids that don't really understand what's going on, you need to be prepared. Now, I do know that in Bali they do have chemist items in Circle K and things like that, but if you've got it on you and you've prepared, then it's going to be less stress in the long run. So I have stocked up here on a heap of Gastro stock. They're pretty much just charcoal tablets that are really good when you do have diarrhea. The Imodium capsules are just the same, so it's just effective relief from any diarrhea, upset stomachs and things like that. And of course with diarrhea comes dehydration. So these little things are very good as well. They're electrolyte tablets. You can just slip them in the kids' drink bottles or for yourself, and it helps you recover quicker from dehydration from having upset stomachs. Of course, the importance of having Panadol. Anyone gets a headache, upset tummy, hangovers, you know that you've always got back up there. Telfast as well. I think this is really good for any allergies, whether it's mosquitoes, runny noses, things like that. So it's really important to have a antihistamine as well. Due to COVID still floating around and being apparently very rampant in certain parts of Bali, we are taking a few COVID tests just to make sure if the kids get really cold and flu symptoms, we can check in case it is COVID and work with that. Also, because I'm very prone to mosquito bites, this is my best friend. It's a fast, soothing relief from bug bites, itches, and it's also a good cream as well for scratches or from kind of flare-ups from any certain plants as well that you may come into contact with. We brought this originally for our cruise. Apparently it's really good for the kids that have never travelled on planes sometimes from any travel sickness for cars, boats and planes. So we always just have travel calm in case someone's stomach gets a bit upset while travelling. And my favorite natural remedy, which works a treat on anything, is the amazing pawpaw cream. Good for scratches, good for windburn, good for burns, good for mosquito bites, anything, guys. Pawpaw is always amazing to always have on you, in your pockets, in your bags, traveling, anywhere. These are the Quickies Chews. They're really good. They're peppermint flavour, so it's just like a minty. They're good for adults and kids because, you know, a lot of people get heartburn from spicy foods. In Bali, there are a lot of spicy foods. So this is just a 3-pack of the Quickies Chews in case anyone gets upset tummy or indigestion after eating. Again, just some Nurofen for any headaches. Mini Dettol hand sanitizers. Very important because over there are a lot of bacteria infections due to handling money and unsanitized hands. So make sure you always use a hand sanitizer before you eat and when you're dealing with cash. These wet ones are great for cleaning when you need to go to the bathroom, wiping hands, wiping the kids down after they've been busy with activities. So a good little travel pack. More Dettol just to fill up the little kids' hand sanitizer bottles. And mostly important for myself because I am very wary, I do not want to get dengue fever, is insect sprays. So these are the ones that have been recommended for us to take to Bali due to us staying up in Ubud and coming down to Legian, is the Bushman's 40% DEET spray, Airguard, and I've got another little Bushman's travel bottle as well for the repellents, which is at 20 DEET. So I'm hoping using all these that we are going to be mosquito free up there, fingers crossed. We will also take with us a little first aid travel kit, and they're very cute, very easy to store in your luggage, and very important, especially if you are doing a lot of activities. We'll be in Ubud for a few days and we're going to do things like ATV, bushwalks, waterfalls, swimming. So always recommend taking a first aid kit wherever you go, especially overseas where there might be not as much help available for things like bandages and first aid equipment over there. Now, something very important that you must not forget to take on your Bali trip, sunscreen. This is so important, especially because you don't want a sunburn and sun blisters to ruin a holiday. But also, these little guys over there are very expensive, around $20 to $20 in local supermarkets. So you want to make sure that you pack your sunscreen and pack enough. I'd recommend maybe a bottle a day for a family of 5. Without this, you don't want to have a burnt, ruined holiday. So make sure you remember, throw a lot of sunscreen in your suitcase. Now, like a lot of people, I've done a lot of research prior to how can I kind of boost my immune system and what can we kind of take as a family to make sure we don't get Bali belly before we go over. Now, I've done a bit of research and I found out that the most common tablets people recommend is Travelan. Now, these tablets are very expensive for a small dose, around $35. But also, we wanted to make sure that we were prepared before and during while we're in Bali. Now, some people don't worry about it. They just think, if you're going to get it, you're going to get it, and that's fine. But some people also want to be prepared. So today, here's my top tips of how we prepared our immune system ourselves before we went to Bali. So tip number 1, prepare your gut health and boost your immune system before you go to Bali. With us, 3 weeks prior to our trip, we made sure everyone was having some probiotics. We just brought the Inner Health Plus Double Strength Balanced Gut Health. So they're pretty good. They're around $16 to $20 for a bottle of 20 tablets, and you just take one a day. It kind of just boosts your gut health, gives some more probiotics into the system to make sure that you've got a bit of a stronger, healthy gut before you go over to another country. So I would recommend using these. They're great for children, and there's 1 capsule a day. So tip number 2, we were advised to boost our immune system before we went overseas, especially in the colder months of colds and flus and COVID still hanging around. So we were recommended by our doctor to try vitamin C tablets, which are great. They're chewable orange flavors and you can take up to 4 a day just to boost your immune system a bit more from colds and flus or any viruses that may be going around. Tip number 3. Now this to me was very mind-blowing because I did obviously a lot of research of what tablets are people taking when they're in Bali or prior to going to Bali to be the most helpful tablet to kind of support your gut health and stop any bacteria, E. coli infections, Bali belly infections while in Bali. Now, everyone I had read on all the vlogs had recommended you take Travelan. Now, Travelan is very expensive for the small amount of tablets that you get, and as a family of 5, this was going to be a bit of a costly move of prebiotic tablet to take before we go. But after a bit of research, we found out, thanks to some lovely people online, that these guys contain the exact same amount of chemical in the capsule than what Travelan does, and these were much more cost effective, especially for our family. So these are the super colostrum 400 milligrams, and there's 200 chewable tablets per packet. Now, we were recommended to take Travelan due to the fact that the chemical in it, the Bonavine colostrum powder, 400 milligrams, is very good for gut health. It's very good to support good bacteria in the stomach, especially while you're over there traveling. People have been taking these tablets a week before going to Bali, and also taking them daily while they're in Bali. So we originally were going to go out and buy the Travelan tablets until I did a bit of research on this. These tablets, being 200 in a container, contain the same ingredients of what a small packet of the Travelan does. So I thought it just makes sense. We even went and spoke to a chemist and we said, is this right? These Travelans are around $35 for a small pack of tablets, where you've got 200 chewable tablets in here for half the price. The chemist looked at it and she said, yep, it's the same ingredients. So guys, if you want a great cost-effective tip to support gut health before Bali and while you're over there, a lot of people say you should eat them a couple of times a day or just before eating. These guys have the same ingredients as Travelan, so what a win. That's my 3 tips of what we did to promote gut health, to promote good immune system, and to also take while in Bali. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching my video today. I hope I have provided some helpful tips of what to pack in your medical bag for your family trip to Bali. Don't forget your sunscreen, and I hope the 3 tips about boosting your gut health and immune system may be helpful for those who are traveling to Bali very soon. If I have forgotten anything that you think may help others, please leave it below in a comment, and I hope you enjoy your trip. Whether or not you get Bali Billy or not, it doesn't matter. Just go, have fun, but at least you're now prepared. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll speak to you soon in my next video.